Good morning, everybody. Mark Finan here in the home weather office on this Tuesday morning. It's the 30th day of September 2025, and this is the morning briefing. As I look out the window from the home weather office, let me show you what I'm seeing. We have some blue sky. We have some fair weather clouds out there. Nothing in the way of rain here. There are some showers well to the north. And what we're going to be talking about today is the chance of some rain going down the road. Showers today, maybe a better chance of some rain during the day tomorrow. But right now we just have a pretty good looking morning underway as you can see. So a couple of things going on this weekend, and so we'll look ahead to the weekend as well. And all in all, a lot to get to for this time of year. Things are starting to kind of come into focus rather nicely for some changeable weather for this time of year. So here's the satellite this morning as the sun is coming up across California. We have more clouds on the west slope. We have a bit of clearing in the valley, and then you have this area of cloud cover, another cold front out here. It's going to sweep across the area tonight and during the day tomorrow. Let me zoom in on this a little bit. And you can see that here on the west slope, it's really dramatic here to see. You can just picture the moisture that's in the air being pushed up against the west slope here, and how there you get all the cloud cover, where down on the lower elevations you have more in the way of breaks in the clouds. But for areas like, well, all the way from Paradise through Nevada City and Grass Valley and Auburn and Camino and Pollock Pines, all the way down to Twain Harte, there you're in a pretty solid overcast. And it's probably going to stay that way through the day, while the valley will be in and out of cloud cover until this area comes our way. Now, we have been seeing some rain so far. Saw a little rain during the night. This is going to show you the last 12 hours. There was some light rain around Sacramento. This is just in the last 12 hours, and I'm recording this right around 8 o'clock in the morning, so between 8 p.m. and 8 a.m. We saw a couple of 1/100ths of an inch of rain around Sacramento and southwest Placer County. Saw some nice rain in parts of Lake and Napa County. Don't know how harvest is going in Napa, but some of those late season cabs might still be on the vine. We'll have to see about if they're worried about any of this rain that we have had or will see. A little bit farther to the north, some better rain here. This is some great rain here. 1/3 of an inch, 1/4 of an inch. One spot here, 3/4 of an inch, which Sterling City, just outside of Paradise, or just up the road from Paradise. Paradise, 1/2 inch of rain. That's really nice. This is a good soaking rain. And as I mentioned yesterday, this isn't enough to, quote unquote, end fire season, but it helps. And we get a little bit more. It helps to trend things down, but this isn't going to be enough rain just yet in order to give the fuels enough moisture to really tamp down fires. And just a couple of days of a north wind would negate all of this. But all that's nice. So again, these are just 12-hour totals. Let's go a little farther to the south. There were a couple of thunderstorms in Tuolumne County yesterday, and so that's probably what we have here, the 1/3 to 1/2 inch of rain here and there. That's a little bit farther south. But either way, that's how much rain we have had. So what are we going to see going forward? Well, I'm going to show you 3 different models here. We're going to show you the HRRR, the NAM high resolution, and then the GFS to look down the road. But this is the morning HRRR. Once again, showing some showers breaking out here on the west slope, especially from Auburn to the north. But scattered showers, not an all-day sort of thing. HRRR is a little bit more rambunctious than the other models. But let's just go through this and just watch this area here. I'm going to back this up again. This is going to cover the time between about noon. So here's noon, and I go ahead to 5 p.m. You'll see how that area kind of falls apart as it tries to clear the coast range. This is 5 p.m. And the best chance of showers is north of Interstate 80, Plumas County, Lassen County, and certainly areas on the coast range. There's where you're going to see that good soaking rain. But for areas like Sacramento, there may be some sprinkles. Stockton, Modesto, maybe be lucky to see a sprinkle. Now, Wednesday is the day that is the most questionable. This is Wednesday at 6 a.m. So there's a line here. And yesterday afternoon, the HRRR really held that together. And this actually looks pretty good here, doesn't it? That's around midday tomorrow. And then into the afternoon, that line goes away. And then this is Wednesday night. And then Thursday, everything sinks to the south and to the east. That's Thursday morning at 7 a.m. I should say at 5 a.m. So this to me is, if we're going to see rain that is going to be impactful for, just getting around and that sort of thing, if this model would be true, it'd be showing us about, a couple of tenths of an inch of rain. Let's see how the NAM, the high resolution NAM shows this. This is the 6Z run. So once again, shows that same pattern today of that line of solid rain falling apart. And what you're seeing here is what we're seeing here on the satellite. Okay? So as that comes inland, the model shows it falling apart. Or in other words, it's losing all of its good dynamics. And while there would be some rain on the west slope, this is at 6 p.m., for the valley, this model is showing hardly anything. But then as we get into the day Wednesday, this is Wednesday around midday, this one doesn't have as much of that line as the HRRR shows, but still there could be some showers on Wednesday. But this also looks a little bit less active than it did yesterday. So we have a big difference between the models. This is, again, that's Wednesday at 5 p.m. And let me show you Wednesday at 5 p.m. on this model. So this kind of shows a rather well-defined line. This model, not so much. I still think we're going to see some showers Wednesday, but I do not anticipate we'll see an all-day rain. Let's take a look at the big picture here. So what we have here are these waves that come inland, but they are losing a lot of the energy that they need. So this, for instance, this pattern right here, this is tonight. And so you really wouldn't get anything other than maybe some orographic lift for something like that. What you're looking for is something with a little bit more vorticity like this. And this is on Wednesday night, Thursday morning, and then clearing as we head into the weekend. Now, from yesterday's, I got a question from Dank Bass Boy 95. I don't make these names up. You guys do. So it says, Mark, can you explain the chances of rain in the Sacramento area from Thursday through Sunday for the Aftershock Music Festival? It's taking place, and people on Facebook are going crazy, saying it's going to rain and the Discovery Park is going to be drenched. They don't believe my word because I'm not a meteorologist, but you are, so maybe I'll believe your word. Thanks in advance. All right, Dank Bass Boy 95. So, yeah. So let's take a look at what the GFS is having to say about Thursday and Friday. So even this model kind of wipes out that thing on Wednesday. And keep in mind, the GFS usually kind of overdoes things. So, one of the concerns for Discovery Park would be, even if it doesn't rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for the festival, that rain leading up to it would make it a muddy mess. Well, I don't see them seeing a lot of rain from that. Certainly, probably less than 0.2, maybe 1/10. But this is Thursday, and maybe people on Facebook are seeing, maybe their app is showing something like, there's a 30% chance of rain. Somebody else asked me about that. There's a 30% chance of rain for my app. What does that mean? That means nothing. Which is why I never use 30%, 50% chance of rain. Nobody knows what it means, and it really doesn't tell you anything anyway. So this is Friday morning, the last bit of that trough going through, maybe bringing some showers to the Sierra. And this is Friday afternoon. You'll notice the valley is dry. We get into the day Saturday, nothing there. And then Sunday, same thing. It is dry. Cool, comfortable, but dry. So I do not see anything at this point that is going to bring rain to the Aftershock Music Festival going on Thursday through Sunday in Discovery Park. And even any rain that we might see would be on the light side. Let me go back to this. This may take a second to load up. I'm going to ask this to show me total precip accumulation, and I'm going to ask this model to show me the same thing. But this model has been really, this page has been taking quite a while to load pages for me. All right, So this is the NAM nest, showing only 8% loaded. So again, this used to come up really fast for me. For some reason, this page, and this is the COD, College of DuPage. Your results may vary. So this is what I'm using, and so this is the total precip accumulation. And so it is, again, it's taking a while to load up, 31%. This one is still loading. Come on, 63%. All right. It's okay. This is up through Wednesday evening. So this shows 0.05 in Sacramento from the NAM nest. But look at Chico Paradise. Paradise, another 3/4 of an inch of rain. So really nice. And as you can see, you go south of Interstate 80, there's really nothing. Is the HRRR coming in yet? Come on. Come on. Come on. You can do it. Or maybe it can't. All right. It's not gonna work for me today, sadly. Oh, now it comes up, of course. Just as I give up on it, now it comes back. So this model is showing through Wednesday afternoon 0.16 and up toward the Chico area, 1/2 inch. So that pattern holds the same. But I guess what we're trying to say here is that there isn't going to be a lot of rain. And certainly it does not look as though we'll see any rain Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday for Aftershock or anything else going on. If you have weekend plans, that looks okay. And I do think there'll be some scattered showers here and there during the day today, more like sprinkles in the valley, but showers, let's say north of Highway 50 is going to be your best chance today. And especially, let's say, Butte County, Placer County, and Plumas County will likely see the best chances of rain, and Sierra County. Can't forget that. And then, and I'll even toss in Yuba County. And then on Wednesday, I think that brings our better chance of some rain for maybe an hour or so, but probably not enough to influence plans. And then Thursday through the weekend are dry. But interesting, as we round out this month of September and head into October, it's nice to see these early season changes. And also, people have asked, does this mean we're going to have an early fall and a wet rain season? You know, a weather pattern that we're seeing right now doesn't mean anything in terms of what's going forward. We can still see some warm weather, and, you know, who knows? We might not see any more rain for another month after this. I hope not, but I mean, that certainly could happen, that we could wait until the end of October before we see our next chance of rain. So this doesn't really, what we're seeing now doesn't really have anything to do with what we may see over the next 6 weeks. So that's everything I have for you on this Tuesday morning. Make it a great day. I'll talk with you later.